When it comes to Disney World, there are so many breakfast options, but frankly, not all of them are worth your time and your money.
That's why I'm reporting live from Disney World to give you a tour of all the wonderful breakfast options we're going to talk about today.
Today, I am at home doing a full breakfast breakdown on several, if not almost all of your options around Disney World, some of which are worth your time, some of which aren't, but don't just take my word for it.
Take my word for it. Today, I'm serving as your in-park correspondent, trying out some of the best and unfortunately the worst bites. Let's go.
Starting off strong, we are going to talk about those specialty coffees that you can find around Disney World to give you those morning jitters, aka our coffee chronicles, which if you want to have your own coffee chronicles at home. Starting off first, Starbucks. They're all throughout the parks. You can get them anywhere. We love them. They're not special though. It is familiar, so if you want to know exactly what you're getting, Starbucks is going to be that option. But if you're looking for something specialty, exciting, and frankly unique, Starbucks is not going to be it for you. Next up is Joffrey's. We are huge Joffrey's girlies in this family. I'm actually literally drinking a Joffrey's coffee right now, but I'm not gonna pretend like I love the entire menu. Typically, we stick with a shaken Jamaican. They're the best cold drinks, or just a real hot coffee. There's one specialty that I really love, and it's the strawberry dip mocha. It pops up around Valentine's Day, but other than that, Joffrey's is not something that we're like, oh my gosh, you have to have it every time. Like, that is the only option that I would tell you you have to have every time, and it's the shaken Jamaican. You gonna say hi? She's a huge coffee girl. You're also gonna find Joffrey's at a lot of the quick service locations throughout Disney World, and it's just gonna be those hot coffees, or sometimes if you're really lucky, the cold brew. Those are not gonna be our favorite Joffrey's. Again, the shaken Jamaican is the one you wanna stick with, but we do love that it's around. We love that it's easy to grab, and a lot of times you can get those on mobile order if you're not trying to go out of your way for something special. It's also going to be at a lot of resorts, so Joffrey's. Next in our specialty coffee journey, we have to talk about the Viking coffee in Epcot. This is an adults only beverage. I probably would have ranked it even higher if that were not true. However, it is the best. I absolutely love it. You can find it in Norway specifically. You can technically get this without the alcohol. It's going to be called Kristoff Calf, and it is delicious as well. It's kind of like almost like chocolate milk, like an ice cold chocolate milk, but it's our favorite. I prefer the Viking coffee version because who doesn't love a little extra kick in the morning? I think it's delicious. Next up is the cold brew black calf that you're gonna find in Hollywood Studios. You could argue this is actually the most famous specialty coffee in the Disney sphere. It is not only located at Disney World, it is also located at Disneyland. We are huge fans of this one. That being said, the Disneyland version is better. Don't really ask me why, but the Disney World one genuinely pales in comparison to the Disneyland version. However, in Disney World, we still get it. We still love it. Sometimes we add a little pack of sugar. It's just a little bit more bitter in Disney World, and often we find it has less creamer compared to the counterpart in California. A little hidden gem for you is going to be the s'mores latte over at Fort Wilderness. This one is a true hidden gem in Disney World. I do not see people talking about this as frequently as they should be, and it's mainly because it's out of the way, but to be honest, I've gone out of the way for this. I love it so much. You can find this one at Roaring Fork. It's sweet, chocolatey, and has a little graham cracker crumble on it. I do go out of my way for it. I absolutely love it. While you're over there, just because you made the trek, also get the campfire cupcake. It is to die for. My mom and I love it. It's one of our favorite cupcakes in Disney World. You will not be disappointed with this combo. It is sickly sweet. It is also delicious. For our next specialty, we're gonna throw it over to Fry Bucket in the park. Tell us what's going down, our little reporter.
Welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom, where we will be stopping for coffee this morning. I have grabbed the coconut flavored iced coffee from Kusafiri in Animal Kingdom. It is right over by Kilimanjaro Safaris. It's not super well known. I feel like it's growing in popularity lately because people keep talking about it. It's coconut flavored iced coffee. It is Joffrey's cold brew, flavored with coconut, milk, and a drizzle of sweet condensed milk. It is $5.59. You can also get it with liquor if you need that at 9 in the morning. You're gonna have to get a straw for this one. You're gonna have to stir it up. Ooh, that's tasty. I already knew it was tasty, but this to me is the closest we can get here at Disney World to the coconut caramel fun iced coffee drink that you can get on most cruise ships, which is the best coffee I've ever had on a Disney trip. It's very sweet. The coconut flavor is very strong, so if you don't like coconut, you're not gonna like it at all. Sometimes I don't like just regular cold brew by itself. I need some other kind of flavorings. And this, to me, this is perfect. I would not get this every single morning of my Disney trip, but on your Animal Kingdom day, for sure a must. As with everything around here, we are gonna rate it magic or tragic. I think you can already tell this one is the magic.
Finally, for those specialty coffees, our number one, no question, is going to be something that we talk about constantly all the time, and it is over at Le Petit Cafe at the Riviera Resort. Specifically, it's that almond cold brew. This is our number one drink. We go out of our way for it time and time again, especially if we were over near Epcot. We can hop on the Skyliner, or if you're at Hollywood Studios. It is to die for. I really, really love it. This is a lot of times the first stop on our trip. Like, we love it. It's delicious. It's sweet. Take that into consideration. Almost all of the specialty coffees you're gonna find in Disney World are sweet. If you're looking for just a hot coffee, just grab a plain hot coffee from Joffrey's or Starbucks. It's just plain. But if you want something special, it's gonna be a little sweet. Now let's talk about those Magic Kingdom musts when it comes to breakfast. There is a lot of breakfast in Magic Kingdom. This is gonna be the longest list we have, so I'm gonna try to speed through a lot of it. Towards the bottom, you're gonna find Friar's Nook in Fantasyland. Previously, this was actually a really high one on our list. Now it has become a skip, which is really sad. They've nixed those amazing sausage and gravy tots, which we previously were obsessed with, and now they just have a sausage, egg, and cheddar bagel sandwich, which is fine, but also not worth your time and your money because you can find them. You can find that a lot of places. Next up is at the lunching pad. It is a hop, skip, and a jump away over in Tomorrowland. It features a breakfast bowl and sticky bubble bread. Now, these two are actually pretty darn good. I got to be the reporter who reported on them the first day they came out, which has been a hot minute ago. Pretty hearty, very sweet, worth grabbing if you're rope dropping Tomorrowland, not worth going out of your way for. Specifically in Frontierland, one of your breakfast options that you're gonna find is going to be at Westward Ho. In Frontierland, you can grab the sausage and egg biscuit for breakfast. That's kind of a tongue twister. I really struggled to get that one out. Or you can grab the Mickey shaped bacon pecan caramel cinnamon roll. Our reporter loved these. They are actually really good and arguably one of the only Mickey cinnamon rolls we're gonna tell you to buy. Typically we would tell you skip those, but both were tasty and we would recommend if you're over there. Our sweet little reporter is back in the park and she's gonna take you to our next recommendation.
Okay, now we're getting serious. I'm reporting live from the Magic Kingdom, specifically in Liberty Square at Sleepy Hollow Refreshments. This is where the classic, revived, brought back from the dead Belgian waffles can be found here in Magic Kingdom. They are available all day. It's a big Belgian waffle with bananas, strawberries, blueberries, and whipped cream, hazelnut spread. It's delicious. It's absolutely shareable. I could never eat this whole thing in one sitting by myself. So share it with your friends. It's under $10 because Disney used to have them like this, like they are now. Then they got rid of the specific waffle, changed it to one big Mickey waffle, which you would think, oh, that's great. A big Mickey waffle? Love that. But they weren't as good. They didn't hold up quite as good as regular Belgian waffles. So we complained about it enough. Disney heard us, and they brought back the old version. This is one of our favorite breakfasts in all of Magic Kingdom. I love it. It's a sweet one, but they also have savory options too. They also have funnel cakes here as well. So good stuff at Sleepy Hollow. Great breakfast. Let's dig in. Waffles so nice and crunchy. It's a very simple breakfast item or snack, whatever you want to call it. It's never going to go old, you know? I'm going to sit here and eat as much of this as I can. We're going to throw it back to Emma in the studio.
When it comes to table services, the first we're going to mention in Magic Kingdom is going to be the Crystal Palace. You can actually find an all-you-can-enjoy buffet here, along with Winnie the Pooh and all his friends. One of the main reasons to go to this buffet outside of character meet and greets is they have churro Mickey waffles, which is a solid option. And then characters, so bonus. Next on our breakfast is Gaston's Tavern. If you've been around, you've heard us talk about this spot, specifically the giant cinnamon roll. This is our favorite quick service breakfast in Magic Kingdom. It is sweet, it's massive, ask for extra icing, it's super shareable. We talk about this one a lot because we genuinely love it. It's one that I crave even when I'm not in Disney World. You can also grab one of those Joffrey's cold brews here, so if you're not trying to run 1,000 places to get your breakfast coffees and bites, this is gonna be a nice one. However, they don't have the syrup. So it's just gonna have to be that that ice cold coffee. Finally, number one breakfast in Magic Kingdom is going to be Cinderella's Royal Table. It is a table service, it is pricey, but oh my goodness, the experience of it is so nice. It's the fanciest of all in this park, and it's truly a wonderful spot for special occasions, once in a lifetime meals, or if you're just looking for an excellent breakfast. You get to meet the princesses, you get to go inside the castle, and you get to experience this fancy dining experience without paying quite as much as you would for dinner, which is why we prefer breakfast at this spot. I've done it for my birthday. I've only gotten to do it one time, and it was just so cool, and I loved it. It's such a memorable birthday, so that's why it's gonna be our number one as far as table services go. Now we're switching gears and heading over to Epcot's Epic Breakfast. There's not as many options here as you might think, so listen close, take notes. First up, Kringla. It's towards the bottom of our list here. It's a loose interpretation of breakfast in our opinion. These are things that you can get all day long. It's a bakery. You can find school bread, Mickey cinnamon rolls, and pastries, as well as that fun coffee we talked about. That being said, it's really more of a convenient breakfast rather than a breakfast you need to go out of your way for. Next up is also over in Norway, and I would tell you to go out of your way for this one. Akershus Royal Banquet Hall is a table service that you're gonna find here, and it is another spot where you can meet princesses. This spot has some Norwegian eats as well as some American bites for a little bit of adventurous eating as well as familiar bites. Plus you get to meet several princesses here, and it is less expensive than Cinderella's Royal Table over in Magic Kingdom. A lot of times if you really want to meet princesses, this is where we're going to recommend for you to go. It is the best way to meet several of them easily, as well as not spend quite as much as you would over in Magic Kingdom. Plus the food's pretty darn good. So we really love this spot. For Garden Grill, this is going to be our number one table service in Epcot. It is the best table service for breakfast, hands down, no question. It is pricey though, so be cautious of that. You can meet Mickey, Pluto, and Chip and Dale at this spot. Plus you get skillets, it's all you can enjoy, and we like this spot for any meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It is delicious, but you're gonna drop some cash, so be wary. For our number one spot in Epcot, our speedy reporter is taking it away.
Next up, coming to you live from Paris, well, the Epcot version, not the real one. We are here because one of the best breakfasts in all of Disney World is at Les Halles. I always get the quiche Lorraine. It's basically quiche, got ham, Gruyere cheese. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's flaky, it's buttery, it's crusty. I just described it crusty, not in the bad way, but like in the good way. Anyways, let's try it. It's beautiful, it's warm, it's perfect, and I haven't even eaten it yet. This to me is the perfect breakfast. It's on the savory side again, but it's like a little breakfast pie. Savory, it's a little indulgent, but also simple in its ingredients, but it feels very indulgent. They serve it warm for you if you'd like, although I don't know why you would get it cold, but that's up to you. The eggs and the ham and the cheese and the nice buttery crust. It's so good. It's so good, I'm gonna eat the whole thing. This is my favorite breakfast in Epcot for sure. Possibly all of Disney World if we're just talking quick service grab and go. But again, Les Halles has something for everyone. They've got croissants, they've got quiches, they've got other things, they've got mimosas. If you're trying to start your day in Epcot with a mimosa, so Les Halles, she's just that girl, what can I say?
Next, we're heading over to Animal Kingdom's Amazing Bites. Yes, I'm trying to do a little bit of alliteration for every single title. I hope that's okay with you. I hope you guys are rocking with that. Animal Kingdom's pretty similar to Epcot. There are not a ton of spots to go to. We could mention the stuffed pancakes that you will find throughout the park, but honestly, we're focusing more on locations rather than singular items. So if you don't hear us mention that, that's why. We're just not going to. Towards the bottom of our list, we're starting with Kusafiri. Now, it might have one of the best coffees, but as far as full breakfast spreads go, this one's only okay. It has breakfast tacos, which are pretty good, pastries, and a few more options. It is not open all day, so if this is one that you really want to grab the coffee at, or if you really want to enjoy any of the pastries or breakfast tacos, definitely make sure that you go earlier in the day. Don't mess around because it will close and it will be heartbreaking. Slightly above Kusafiri, we're going to talk about Yak and Yeti, which is over in Asia. This is a sleeper hit when it comes to breakfast. So many people are not talking about this spot, and it's forgotten easily. However, it is one of my favorite places to eat in Animal Kingdom. I don't go out of my way for it. This is more so if I've kind of like wrapped up my rope drop spiel and I want something really delicious. They have breakfast bowls, English muffins, fruit salads, and the hash brown bites. The hash brown bites are what I think makes it a sleeper hit. These are delicious. I go for them alone. I will roll over there just to get the hash brown bites. They're delicious, so flavorful. I'm also a breakfast potato girl, so I'm biased, and that does impact the ranking. If you want a little space food, we're gonna let our in-park reporter talk for now.
All right, we are now reporting live from Avatar, Pandora. We are in Satu'li Canteen. This is a quick service, but feels a little bit more elevated than most other spots. We are here because recently, at the end of last year, they released a breakfast menu. Once again, they had it a long time ago, and now they brought it back, and I love it. If I'm in Animal Kingdom right now, I'm stopping here for breakfast. So Satu'li Canteen, they've got a couple different options. They've got a French toast for your sweet side, but I keep going with the savory side, which is crazy because you all know that I have a major sweet tooth. So I once again got the slow roasted pork shoulder potato hash with chorizo sausage and charred onion sauce. It's $13.29. I love sweet potatoes, so the sweet potato hash is perfect. I think this is a great breakfast for Disney World. It's hearty, it's filling. It's gonna start you out on a good day. Like you're gonna have a really good meal to start out your long Disney park day. Got a little bit of the kick from the sauce. It's also not too heavy where it's gonna slow you down first thing in the morning. And it's the perfect thing to come grab right after you rope drop Flight of Passage. Or if you're an expert like us, you rope drop Navi River Journey. But that's for a different video. Today we're only talking about breakfast.
And then towards our number one spot, we're gonna talk about Tusker House. Now this one is more character dining, super tons of fun, and it is a table service in Animal Kingdom. You're gonna find Mickey, Donald, Daisy, and Goofy here, along with a full buffet of African-inspired flavors, as well as some American favorites. It is really great. We have a full review up on the channel if you actually want to go watch it. It's sage and fry bucket and so tasty. It's also a little bit more pricey and more of a time suck, but if we're just talking breakfast quality, it's definitely taking the number one spot. Next up, we're going to talk about our Hollywood Studios heck yeses, because we love it. This is the last theme park we're going to talk about, but it is not the last spot, so don't click out after this. There's a lot more breakfast. We're talking all of Disney World right now. Bottom of our list is going to be Fairfax Fair and Hollywood Studios. Honestly, don't even get me started on this. I'm still mad. Hear that, Disney? I'm mad at you. There's a waffle platter here. It is less than $10 and it comes with bacon. However, why am I mad? Because previously at Scoops, right next door, they had the most incredible blueberry waffles that was a full platter. It did not come with bacon, but they were so much better. They were so delicious. I'm never gonna forget it, and I'm actually not gonna rank Fairfax high because I'm mad at what we used to have. And our team asked Disney about it so much, like, are these coming back? Are these coming back? That I believe a leader finally was like, no, don't ask again. Because we loved them, heartbroken, and because of that, Fairfax, you're ranked low. Hollywood and Vine is going to take us to some more character dining. This is the table service in the park, and it's an American style buffet where at breakfast you can meet a lot of Disney Junior characters. It's very sweet. It's also actually pretty fun even if you're older. Sage and I have done it if you want to see the full review, and it's just sweet, it's silly, we have a great time there. It's also pretty tasty for what you're getting. That being said, unless you're going for the characters, it's more of a skip. If you really want a breakfast that you can chill at, sit down, and spend some time there, this is an awesome one, guaranteed AC. Other than that, I would skip it. But if you have a kiddo who loves Disney Junior, this is also a great one-stop shop. Over in Toy Story Land, you're gonna find Woody's and those famous, delicious breakfast tachos. This was actually the one I had the most trouble with finding out where it would land in the ranking, because this one and our number one in Hollywood Studios really are neck and neck for me. There are breakfast bowls, there is the lunchbox tarts that are just so interesting and constantly changing. While we love this, and I do love it, gravy and potatoes you can hardly beat. I almost said you can't, but you can beat it, because that's gonna take us to our number one. Our number one heads to some space food with Ronto Roasters and Galaxy's Edge. And will anything beat a breakfast Ronto wrap? I'm gonna say no, I'm gonna argue no. It has eggs, grilled pork sausage, shredded cheddar cheese, and a peppercorn sauce, all in a warm slice of pita bread. And it is to die for. They also have some lighter options, which you cannot find at a lot of spots in Disney World, which is another reason this spot is going to take it to the #1, because they have overnight oats, which are genuinely delicious, as well as some really delicious and different fruit cups that are not your typical run-of-the-mill fruit cup. Plus, it's right next door to the Black Calf Cold Brew. So it's gonna be really easy to grab one and then grab your other, because they're both on mobile order, and then have what many consider to be the best breakfast in history. It's just me, I'm the one who considers it that, but it's delicious and I go out of my way to get it. Now stop, don't tune out yet. I said we still have more to talk about, and we do, because we're not just stopping at the theme parks. No, we're breaking down even more breakfast bites. Next on our list are the Disney Springs Starlets, and there's actually quite a few options here. In Disney Springs, there are tons of brunch options specifically, but they're almost all exclusively on the weekends. And unfortunately, that's gonna count you out of this ranking. If I can't grab you every day during breakfast hours, that's unfair. So all of those weekend brunches, as delectable as they are, not included in this ranking. If you want a few recommendations, I'm gonna rattle off a handful. Homecoming, Summer House on the Lake, and Wine Bar George, plus the Boathouse, 4 amazing, delicious options that you can grab on the weekends. That's all we're gonna say about those. We're moving on, because we argue that brunch should be offered every day of the week and not just the weekends. So we're moving on. The 2 breakfast options we are going to talk about that you can get any day of the week in Disney Springs are Everglazed and Earl of Sandwich. Everglazed is going to be slightly below Earl of Sandwich in our personal ranking because it is delicious. They have donuts and cold brews at this spot. However, they are sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. It's super indulgent, super delicious. I love going to breakfast here. I am a sweets girly, and I cannot always finish the breakfast here. So it is not as wide, so it might not be as available or as likable to everyone because the options are a little bit more limited. That being said, if you love a donut and coffee for breakfast, this is the spot. They're delicious. But it can't be our #1 because a lot of people can't just live on sugar alone like I can. Our #1 spot is gonna go to Earl of Sandwich because if you didn't know, Earl of Sandwich actually has a pretty extensive breakfast option. They have sandwiches, burritos, bowls, tots, and a lot more, and tons of options which can please large groups, you, your family, your friends, lots of people. It's more extensive than almost any other quick service that you're gonna find in Disney World, so that's why it's gonna be #1. We love a spot that has a lot of options and can make a big group happy, because 9 times out of 10, you're with a group in Disney World and you wanna be able to compromise, and Earl of Sandwich is gonna offer that. Finally, we have our Radiant Resort breakfasts because a lot of times you want to eat before you get to the parks to save a little bit of time. The lowest on this ranking is going to be any of the food court options that you're going to find around Disney World hotels. Almost any Disney World food court is going to land at the bottom of any food ranking. That's not to say they don't have good options. They do. They have a lot of hidden gems. They aren't bad. They just cannot compare to a lot of the options that we're going to talk about all throughout Disney World. You can find Mickey waffles, breakfast platters, and more. So it's not bad at all. It's just not our favorites. They are super convenient. We eat these a lot. But if you're going out of your way and you want a good breakfast, you're probably not going to find it here. Specifically, the All-Store Resorts are a great example of this.
Thank you, Emma. Yes, I am here reporting live from the Pop Century Food Court, where I will be eating not a bad breakfast by any means, but probably the worst, all of the other breakfast options all around Disney World. So today I'm at Pop Century, their food court. I got the typical waffle bounty platter, which comes with a Mickey waffle, tots, bacon, sausage, and eggs. And it was about $12, which is a really good deal. You could feed 2 kids with this one meal. When it comes to the value resort specifically, all of their food courts are pretty much going to land at the bottom of our list because it's the bottom of the totem pole. But I'm not saying that's bad by any means. I'm just saying that it is the most basic resort breakfast you could get when there is a bunch of other fun stuff in the parks in other moderate and deluxe resorts. So I'm not saying this is bad by any means, but this is the worst on our list. To be honest and say this morning, the sausage looks a little questionable to me. Yeah, this is going to be lowest on our list. This is going to be the worst. But again, I don't mean that it's bad. It's just everything else is so much better. Now, I understand there are going to be days when you want to have breakfast at your resort before you head to the parks, and that's totally fine. But there are other better options even at this resort here in this food court.
Slightly above those food courts, we're going to talk about Rick's Sports Bar. Now, there are tons of eats in Disney World. This one offers something that is really unique and special. It's over at Coronado Springs, and you can find the Rick's Breakfast. Specifically, the items we love to talk about here are the Mickey chicken and waffles, as well as their really delicious churro latte. I mean, do we really need to say more? Mickey chicken and waffles, as well as a churro latte. Those are the things to get if you're heading over there. They're really good. It's not necessarily something that you need to go out of your way to try, but if you're close, we do consider it a hidden gem and really darn good. And it's really easy to get reservations here or to do walk-ups here, unlike a lot of spots in Disney World, so that's why we feel like it's a really great one to mention. Next up, if you are looking for a hidden gem near Magic Kingdom, we're going to talk about the Grand Floridian Cafe. It is an excellent breakfast stop in the morning. It is a table service. You're going to find a lot of traditional American favorites here, plus a massive Mickey waffle that is so good. This one gets slept on. My family talks about this a lot. We used to go, when we would go as a big group, every single time we would go to Magic Kingdom, we would stop here first for breakfast. It is basically a tradition for us to go before our Magic Kingdom Park day, and it is so good. It's also another one that 9 times out of 10 you can get a pretty easy spot for. So that's why it's gonna land on our discussion. And also, I just love shouting out my mom, and this is one of her favorites. Now, next up, we're also gonna stick around that Magic Kingdom Resort area, and you might be thinking, oh, of course it's because they're gonna mention Kona. No, we're not gonna mention Kona. We're gonna talk about Captain Cook's here. This one is actually going to take the place of what would have been Kona, because you can grab the famous Tonga toast from Kona Cafe here at Captain Cook's. It is so delicious, but Kona ends up being a little bit more of a time suck to grab that one item that we think is good. And it's a little bit pricier. So if you just head downstairs to Captain Cook's, you can find that Tonga toast as well as a lot of other options for a cheaper price and a faster experience. If you're over near Epcot or Riviera Resort, we have to talk about what I would argue is one of the best quick services in all of Disney World, specifically at the hotels, and that's Primo Piatto. We would argue there's no better quick service, to be honest. Riviera keeps winning, and like anytime you talk about Riviera, the food there is going to be the top, if not the top 5 every single time we talk about it, because it is delicious. At this spot, they have options like croque madames, breakfast paninis, and blueberry lemon pancakes, just to mention a few things. There are tons of fancy options here. They're a lot more affordable. Plus, you can grab a cold brew upstairs at Le Petit, bring it downstairs, and have those incredible pancakes. So many good options, and I hear no one talking about this. This is a great quick service breakfast. If you like for people to be mean to you, but in a fun way, Whispering Canyon is gonna be the breakfast spot for you. They offer 3 different breakfast skillets as well as different entrees and appetizers, and it is delicious. Whispering Canyon is over at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, so in the Magic Kingdom area. You do have to take a boat to get over there or a bus, but honestly, it's really, really good. We have seriously enjoyed it. We do have a full review on the channel, and I knew I liked it before I went. That one blew me away, and it's made me crave those skillets every day since. Excellent option, especially if you have a large group and you're trying to feed a bunch of people. Now, we are sticking with table services for the rest of our ranking because it is hard to beat a breakfast table service. Next up is Ohana. It is also in the Magic Kingdom Resort area, and it's pretty famous if you know anything about Disney dining. We have to mention this one specifically because it's the only place that you can meet Lilo in all of Disney World, and anytime there's a rare character at a dining experience, we like to mention it. This is another one that is served family style, very similar to Whispering Canyon, and it has a lot of American eats as well as some Polynesian inspired favorites. Plus, it's a character meet and greet. Lilo's there, Stitch is there, and Mickey in a really cool Hawaiian shirt. This is a really fun spot. It's also more inexpensive to eat here for breakfast than dinner, so if you really want to go to Ohana and not spend quite as much money, breakfast is going to be a great option for that. Steakhouse 71 is where we're getting into some of my personal favorites as well, and ones that I obsess over. Steakhouse 71 is going to be at Disney's Contemporary Resort, and you can find some crazy breakfast options here that are just so good. They have steak and eggs, a prime rib hash, and seasonal pancakes, just a few to mention. The seasonal pancakes have blown my mind more than once. They did at one point have bottomless mimosas and they did get rid of them. If they still had them, this would probably be my number one. I literally went here the day after I got married because I love it so much. It's really, really delicious. Bring back bottomless mimosas and you're gonna have one very happy fan. Headed back to Riviera Resort, no surprise, Topolino is going to be our number 2 option. Topolino's Terrace is so good. I'm honestly drooling a little bit just thinking about it. This is where you can meet Mickey and his friends in their a la art outfits, so special fun outfits. And you get to enjoy a lot of really delicious options like quiche Gruyere, which I have a hard time saying Gruyere and I'm sorry, avocado and smoked salmon toast, sour cream waffles, and so much more. It is still hard to get a reservation after all of these years of it being open. It's still pretty tough to get in, and that's for good reason. The quality's delicious, the characters are so fun, and it is a gorgeous dining spot. I've been here for my birthday. It's a very special treat and so much fun. We also have a full review of it on the channel, comparing breakfast and dinner. If you want to go check that out, we have a ton of fun. And then finally, our number 1 spot is gonna go to Boma. Oh my goodness. I was a little bit shocked that this was our number 1, and then also not at the same time, because Boma is so good. This is a buffet that features American and African inspired eats. There are so many options here, and oh my gosh, carved meats, sticky buns, omelets, the tater tots, and they have a zebra dome cold brew. Are you kidding me? I'm getting hungry thinking about it. I need those tater tots immediately. Yeah, this is where you're gonna find us. If you want a full review of this one, Sage and I did it, and you're gonna hear us talk about those tater tots pretty much the whole video because it is so stinking good. If you guys have stuck around and you're hungry like we are after listening to all of this, go ahead and drop this secret code here in the comments. We do tons of theme park and vacation planning tips, tricks, hacks, and rankings almost every single day of the week. Why? Because we're serious about fun. So be sure to like and subscribe.